This is the Fried Man Mark Carter himself. Welcome to the Mac Attack. This is my review of Extreme Rules 2015. I gotta say, going in, I was not looking much forward to this pay-per-view. I thought it was going to be a complete waste of time because on paper, let's face it, who out there thought this would be worth watching? I surely didn't, but okay, here goes. The first match was Neville versus Bad News Barrett in the pre-show to replace the Daniel Bryan IC Championship match because Daniel Bryan has been injured and wasn't cleared to compete. So Neville went on to defeat Bad News Barrett, and it was a pretty good match for what it was, and only it just makes Bad News Barrett fall that much farther from grace, because if he couldn't beat this new kid from NXT in the pre-show, I seriously doubt he would have beaten, he would not have beaten Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. The second match was actually the first match of the actual card itself, and we had Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper in a Chicago street fight, and it was pretty good until Harper drives off in an SUV, and Dean Ambrose jumps into the window, and they just drive away. I mean, people were booing. They thought, hey, we're getting cheated out of a finish of the match. But as the rules, dictate, there are no countouts. So would we see more of this match later? Well, the next match begins with Dolph Ziggler defeating Sheamus in the Kiss My Arse match. And it was an okay match. I gave it 2 stars out of a possible 5. It ended with Sheamus losing to Dolph Ziggler, only Sheamus refused to kiss Dolph Ziggler's ass. And turn around and beat up Dolph Ziggler a little more, forcing Dolph's head into Sheamus's arse. Okay, so typical heel heat move, not fulfilling the stipulations of the match. Now, in my estimation, the best match of the night, in my opinion, I gave it 4 stars, was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro against the New Day in the Tag Team Championship match. I was starting to get upset with my service because I was starting to have streaming issues through the network during this match. But New Day would turn full heel tonight, upsetting Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, which I believe are now faces. Alright, and alright, so the next match, oh, wait. They have a backstage promo with the New Day where the SUV pulls right back up, and instead of Luke Harper driving, it was Dean Ambrose, and the match, the street fight continued where Dean Ambrose would go on to defeat Luke Harper. Now, this was the match I was most looking forward to, was the Chicago street fight, and the one I thought would be the match of the night, but it really wasn't. It was pretty good for what it was, but still, I was kind of disappointed in it. Then we had the predictable John Cena versus Rusev match. It was a Russian chain match where Rusev, he lost. John Cena, of course, won. I gave this match 3 stars. It was better than a street match, which surprised me. And we want Lana chants broke out during the match. Rusev sent her to the back, which got a lot of boos. Alright, now after that, what is normally considered the piss break match was the Divas match, where Nikki Bella retained her title against Naomi. And I have to say, it was no bathroom break. I could not take my eyes off of either of these two women. Naomi looked absolutely gorgeous tonight, and notably wearing these shoes that lit up and changed colors. That's pretty cool. And Nikki, she's hot as usual. But with an assist from her sister Brie, Nikki Bella retained her championship. And I was disappointed that Naomi did not win, because that's who I was rooting for. Nikki Bella got the victory. All right. Next was the last man standing match, which was pretty good, I guess. It's still very predictable. Roman Reigns won. And I gave this match 2 stars. But it was okay, for what it was. And then it's time for, before the main event comes, Bo Dallas, he shows up, and he does an awesome promo. I love Bo Dallas. He's perfect as a heel. But Ryback comes out, squashes him. Then we get a look at the WWE's network schedule for the next week. I'm pretty excited to find out about the King of the Ring that takes place Tuesday. And then we have another backstage promo with Rusev, where we discover that he will get a rematch at Payback in an I Quit match. So that sets up the next pay-per-view. And then it's time for the main event, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton inside of a steel cage where the RKO is banned. Honestly, I fell asleep during this match. Bored me so much that I fell asleep. And before coming up here to give my reaction to this pay-per-view, I jumped on one of the news sites to learn that Seth Rollins won. And again, it just sucked. Now, I apologize for the way my voice sounds, but again, I just woke up, wanted to give my Mac Attack review and reaction to this video. It was much better than I had given it credit for before the show started. I had no desire to see this whatsoever, but turned out to be a pretty good show, with the exception of the main event, where I completely fell asleep. Want to see more of Naomi and Nikki Bella. I could not take my eyes off of those women. So, overall, it was an okay show. much better than I had given it credit for, like I said. And but then with Monday Night Raws being as lousy as they are, anything set up on a pay-per-view is going to look good. Anyway, this has been the Fried Man, Mark Carter himself. And until possibly Tuesday night, where I may do a review of The King of the Ring. I haven't decided that yet. I only like to do these reviews once a month, and I thought so little of Extreme Rules that I didn't even want to do a predictions video. That's how bad I thought this pay-per-view was going to be. But there it is. That's the Mac Attack. And until next time, I'll see you on the flip side. This is the